beta test voyage of AFK Journey this week, and to be honest, this is one of the most fun I've had in forever in an idle mobile gacha game. This game has a really cool RPG feel, it has really awesome summoning animations, and the combat system is pretty unique as well. So let's check it out and see what this game is all about. What's up guys, Barry Gaming here, back with some AFK Journey, and like I said, this right here, what you guys are seeing is a special 1 week beta voyage test for AFK Journey. I've had the privilege of playing this game in the previous beta, what they call the PTR now. I've had the privilege of playing it during this 1 week special, completely free to play week, and so far I am having an absolute blast. Two really big positives so far. One, this game just looks amazing on your cell phone in portrait mode. Number two is this game actually allows you to play on PC with an actual PC client. And yes, you can play in full landscape mode, so it supports both very, very well. Number two is I love open world RPG styles. You can roam around. A lot of times there's hidden treasures, as you guys can see up a little bit further as we're walking around here. You can see there's special treasure chests, even really big treasure chests that are locked behind, of course, beating some random NPC groups here. There's different types of battles. There's special challengers. There's so many different things that I love about this. You guys saw in the very beginning of this video a little bit of the combat. We'll go into it a little bit more here later because there's one game mode, if you guys enjoy PvP, is amazing, and it's a perfectly even playing field for free to play, whale, whoever. It is a perfectly even playing field. So we're gonna jump into a lot of different things here. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video right here. Let me know if you guys enjoy it. Click the first link in the description. That one right there is gonna help you guys pre-register for this game because it should be coming out very, very soon. Let's talk about some of my favorite things. Let's just go to summoning right away. So the mythical house, this is where you're going to do a lot of your maintenance here. You have the Emporium, which is kind of like your shops, different types of stores in the game. But the most important thing, I think, if you're like me and addicted to summoning, the Noble Tavern is the place. Now it has a all hero recruitment and it has an epic hero recruitment. Both of them kind of have their own wish list, so to speak, as you guys, if you guys aren't aware of it, in AFK games you can pick heroes that have a higher up rate to summon for, so you can pick the ones you want out of both the S level and the A level heroes. As it says, these are going to be the ones you're going to target farm. You can do 10 summons at a time. Now I've already done all my summons, but don't worry, I recorded some of them for you right here because the summoning animation is so amazing in this game. I love it. So as you guys can see from the animations here, they're really smooth. You can get hero copies, and you notice some of them were carried by these little squirrels here, where those are kind of like your food summons here. So you'll get these acorns for different factions or just generic ones that you can pick later on. These are going to be used to power up your heroes. Now, talking about your heroes, let's go to our resonating hall. So this right here is one of the cool features that a lot of games have lately, but I feel like AFK originally kind of created it. Basically, you pick your top 5 heroes and you're leveling these heroes up. What that means is every hero in your bag is also the same level as your lowest level in the Hand of Resonance, which is pretty cool because that means you can basically use all the heroes you want. And what AFK Journey really does amazing, especially in this beta voyage test that we have going on here, is the equipment. In past games and other idle gachas, you have like very specific gear you need to put on certain heroes, but a lot of times you don't have enough gear to throw on all of your heroes to actually make them usable. The really cool thing that the equipment does here is the gear is based on your class and not your hero. So you can upgrade the class gear, and this applies and essentially equips to every single hero in each one of these sections. So mages, you can see I don't have many mages just yet. It shows you what heroes that you have unlocked as well can actually equip it, and this is just so amazing. What it also can do is, I can't do any right now, but essentially you can level up gear. If you don't find gear that's an upgrade with the equipment and everything, as you find higher pieces, you can recycle old ones. You get these forging materials, and then these forging materials let you create and craft gear at a higher level. Eventually these do go to like legendaries and stuff like that with very unique things, but this is one thing that I really like about this right here. The other thing that's cool is there are an artifact system here. This is kind of like an aura that applies during combat. Some of them are more for healing, like this one here. It heals one rearmost ally here on the back, and then also increases attack speed and stuff like that. This one here heals after your 3 weakest allied heroes after 10 seconds in combat, or sorry, after 5 seconds. It does it every 10 seconds. It also gives some sort of stats as well, depending on which one you have. There's more to unlock, but they're really cool. Me personally, I love the awakening spell one. And then of course you have your actual heroes. There is definitely a certain tier list goods we're going to be coming out with soon based on usefulness of heroes. And the cool thing is too, even your kind of like epic heroes, your purple heroes, the 4 stars, whatever you want to call them from other games, can be super useful, like Odie. Odie's like an amazing, awesome damage dealer, whereas some of the other ones, Lucius, really good tank. Rowan, if you guys played AFK Arena, this is definitely a hero that is like a must-have. But these are like legendary, so to speak, the S tier heroes that are very strong, whereas some lower tier heroes can be very strong as well. There's also team building. You worry about the aura that you have based on what faction heroes are in, but you can basically just come in and take a look at your heroes. You can take a look at their skills here. You can see what upgrades on them. It tells them what happens when they get to different enhanced levels and all these other really fun things. So heroes wise, I love this, absolutely love it. You can see your squad settings too for what you're showing other people, and you can also take a look at all heroes in the game if you're intrigued to see what they all can do. There's a couple other tabs here too. Enemies, it kind of goes over all the different types of enemies if you want to research that further ahead. And then there's mechanisms, because in combat there are some really interesting things on the battlefield that you can interact with, like flamethrowers, explosive barrels that do huge amounts of damage to enemies and allies alike, and it's really interesting. But you can find all that information right there in the collection. Now again, one really cool thing about this is a gigantic world. Even just in this beta voyage test, we already have a lot of stuff right here, and even a whole nother continent that's gonna take me a few more days to actually accomplish. There's even game modes locked behind it as well, but you can see here there's all these different places. This is completely open world. You can see other people as well. A lot of times you can even see other people on the map, which I don't right now just because of the location I'm in, but if you are in certain locations, you can actually see and interact with other players. There's even these special Karn postings where you can send messages to other players, which is really cool. Speaking of other players as well, there's friends list. There are team up battles, so you can join and get battles with other people to get potentially some friend coins. There's some other ones here that actually give you S level stones as well, so assisting people is really cool, as well as your guild members. Really awesome. I absolutely love it. One thing you can't see that's right behind me, I'll actually just hide myself for one quick second here. You can see down the very bottom corner, you see AFK progress. That's simply a button you need to click, and this is where you're going to get your AFK resources. So there's almost like 2 separate campaigns. One is the open world campaign. The other one is the level right here. It's like a stage level essentially. So basically they're going to hit checkpoints in the game where you need to get to a certain point. Right now I need to get to 150. I'm really close to doing it, and this also boosts your AFK rewards that you're facing. So these are just going to be normal battles that you're used to seeing, and again, this is kind of the different system now. You can move people around and it'll show you kind of different combat situations. It shows debuffs over people's heads if that's something that matters, and you can kind of see, you can kind of manipulate the battlefield to hopefully target the ally you want instead. And then it has auto battle, it has regular battle. You can run this completely manual if you turn the gear off, or just run it full auto, either way you want. But I really enjoy the combat in this game. The animations, again, if you like the animations, you can keep them on, you can turn them off. I left them on so you guys can get a little bit of a preview to see what they look like as well. I do also have the music and sound effects muted just so you guys can hear me talking more, but it's really nice. It's high quality. I love the voice, I love the sound. This is looking kind of good for me so far. I've been stuck on this one for a little while. It's a very tanky wave. We'll have to see if we can get past it right here. Nice AoE healing from the back. I like the combat text as well, helping you realize what's going on in the battle. And honestly, this is looking like we might pull out a victory here, or we might just lose. Oh, we lost our summoner, which is our main damage dealer. I don't know if we're going to have enough damage at this point, because again, up the top right corner is the timer that you have to beat this level as well. And I think being that I only have my tank healer, and of course my regular healer, I don't think we're gonna have enough time to beat this. So sadly, we're not gonna get the W there, but that is a good example to show you guys what this battle looks like especially. Now lastly, I'm going to show you guys a couple different game modes. Of course, there's always, you know, things, rewards you can get for daily quests, progression, all that stuff. You guys are used to that. I want to go to battle modes right here, because right now there are 4 currently. More unlock as you go further on. Arena is pretty much what you're used to. It's arena combat. However, there are multiple different maps you go on, and you can actually take a look. It was right there. You can actually take a look at the different maps and set up presets for your team based on what arenas there are. So you can see there are some obstacles to worry about in combat here. Some of them are worse than this, even when you're trying to have a melee focused team. So having a well-balanced team between melee and all that fun stuff is very important. The one that I really enjoy and I really want to talk about, it is one of the most fair PvP modes that I've ever experienced. This is essentially Honor Duel, and it's pretty much like an auto chess battler. You can't see it right now because I'm in the middle of one of my battles, but essentially what happens is you jump in. It gives you 3 or 4 different options of items plus heroes that you can do, and then what you do is you jump in and you have combat. However, before each combat, you have a chance to actually go through and make purchases to upgrade your team, whether that's hero copies or special little artifacts that you can equip to your heroes. I'll show you guys what one of these matches looks like. I am loving the maulers in this game mode. This is probably by far my most enjoyable game mode I've experienced in like every gacha game, every idle game that I've played. This mode is absolutely crazy good and fun. So this here is kind of like a draft style format where it's not quite a draft format. Basically what you're doing here is you're placing multiple heroes down, 3 first, and then it shows you what the enemy also picked for their first 3, and then you go behind that and you put your last 2 in, and you're trying to kind of put them in a way where you think you're gonna have the best strategy win. I love the melee warriors, tanks, and assassins in this, in combination with Odie. And I forget the healer's name, but the healer's really cool too. This also gives you something special. You notice up here they only have 3 where we have 5. We're getting a huge bonus here. And then it just looks so good. Combat looks so good in this game. I absolutely love it. I forgot to turn the animations off, but still, it is really fun to watch this here. I've been having really good luck with this, the maulers and everything, and Brutus, and oh my gosh, so good. You can see we only just lost some heroes, but we should be at a point where, yeah, we get a W, and then the best part happens. I love this part here is you're basically not worrying about if you even have these heroes on your account. You're picking new heroes, so you can even pick random cards here, which are going to give you random heroes. Sadly, that didn't give us any of them that we wanted. You can actually go through and sell the ones that you're not going to be using here, and just be careful. And then what you can also do is you can refresh this list and hunt for more hero copies. So we're basically just looking for specific things. This one's kind of cool too right here. There are some legendary items that you can equip to certain heroes as well. So like this one here, stuns enemies whenever he deals ultimate damage, which is a really cool utility to have. We want to grab these heroes here to get them upgraded. As you upgrade these, they go up to the next tier from, I think, actually don't remember the rarity. I think it's like epic, legendary, and then once you get one more here, it's immortal. Or no, not immortal, it's mythic. There it is. It's mythic quality. You can also lock items to save for the next round too. This game mode is absolutely amazing, and if you guys haven't noticed, I love this game mode. I am killing it, winning all 9 battles every single time I've tried it. really cool. Honor Duel is awesome. There's a couple other game modes that you might be used to in other games too. Arcane Labyrinth, this has an kind of like leveling up difficulty that unlocks as you go through the campaign and get a stronger account. It has really good rewards. You kind of go through a bunch of different battles and you get to pick buffs for your team. You guys are probably used to this from other ones. The only other one to talk about right now is the Dream Realm. So the Dream Realm is a different boss battle every single day. You essentially can get rewards from this, and I'll show you guys what it is. Each boss has a specific type of buff. So right here, you want heroes that have displacement abilities, which luckily I have one of them right here with Tamesia. You don't want ones that are reliant on needing an active skill, but you can see this is essentially a boss battle. You can set your team up, you can go into battle here, and it's basically a giant boss battle that is really fun because every single day so far it's been a completely different boss, and each one has needed a slightly different strategy. Now I'm kind of hoping here I can get the 100% win. I'm hoping. I've got really close. I've got up to like 99% I think on one of my tries. Let's see if we're stronger now and that we can actually get the win. This is the boss that does drain energy. If you realize, the yellow bar underneath is the energy bar, so occasionally you'll see the bar like jumping up and down. Rowan's really good in this one because he does feed a ton of extra energy to your heroes. We're starting to slow down. I wonder if we have the damage to get this done. We have a 40 seconds left in the top right corner here. Running this on auto seems to be going well. Lucius with the heal just in time. Odie with a really good single target damage. I think we're gonna start losing some heroes, which is why we might not beat the timer. Oh, we're even gonna lose our summoner. No, we're not. Lucius with the heal and the shield. We're up to 95%, but only 10 seconds to go, and I don't know if we're gonna have the damage to finish this out. Oh, we're so close. So close. We got to 98%, but it's really cool. I love the boss battles in this. Everything about this game I am extremely enjoying, to the point where we're most likely going to play this on one of our alternate channels. What you see, make sure you go to the description. The very first link is going to be to pre-register in the App Store for the Beta Voyage Test. And again, remember, even if you're a PC player, this will be coming to PC and very easy to use on PC. You're not going to need emulators. You're not going to need anything like that. You're just going to be able to download a client, play it as if it's a normal PC game. I will say the game looks absolutely amazing on the phone too. Even the summoning animation looks even better on your phone because it's that full height screen and it looks absolutely amazing. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Let me know what you guys think about the game. We will be playing this more, trust me, and I'll see you guys next time.